Nah, I would definitely. You know what? When he pops up again on the chat, I'm gonna tell him to pull up.
I need that. I need that.
Cause that would be fire.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's the name for me.
But yeah, man, if you ever look, bro, I'm never the same name ever. So and it's always somebody who's either been a bust or somebody who's done something hilarious on the court. So Michael Olowokandi was like the ultimate bust. So besides Kwame Brown. But to get everything started, welcome to another episode of the Over the Food Podcast. This is your host, co-host, Edsel 40 ounce live from the 104.53. This is episode 52. Glad to make it a 50. Oh, was last time 50? No, this is 53. My bad. It's episode 53. I'm bugging out.
Sheesh.
You know, it's just too many, man. You know, glad to make it to the 50s, like I've said before. But we have two special guests here. We have Spider Miggs in the building, and we got Brian Diaz in the building as well, live from Vegas.
All love.
Our co-host Moglo will be here in the next few minutes, so just bear with us. Introduce yourself, guys. Let us know where you're from. I guess I'll start off with Miguel.
So my name is Miguel Feliz, also known as your friendly neighborhood Spider Miggs. I've been into sneakers since I was 11 years old. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man, and I want to be a footwear designer, so hit me.
Fire. Hit that man up. Yo, my name is Brian. Originally from Brooklyn, New York. I live in Vegas now. I do a show, the Goody Two Shoe Show. We go live every Tuesday night and talk about sneakers, have a guest, and play trivia with them. It's a lot of fun. I love sneakers.
Just so you know, one day the Over the Food Podcast is gonna come on the Goody Two Shoe Show, and we're coming for your head. We're coming for your head, man.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to do that for sure.
We're coming for your head.
We would.
So, yeah, man. I guess we'll start off by just asking questions to get to know y'all. So I guess I'll start off with Miguel. You already kind of introduced that you've been into sneakers since you were 11 years old, that you love Spider-Man, and that you want to be a footwear designer. I guess from here, I'll ask you, what made you want to start designing shoes? And can you tell us, well, before you do that, what got you into shoes primarily? What made you fall in love with it? And what made you want to pursue being a footwear designer?
I got you right now. If you know me, you know what I'm about to pull out. If it wasn't for this sneaker right here, there'd be no me. Mm-hmm. This is the Air Griffey Max 1. This is the sneaker that got me into shoes. My best friend at the time, when I was about like 10, 11 years old in the 4th grade, he got that sneaker, and I was mesmerized when he put it on. I literally I feel how I felt back then looking at the shoe right now. It was ridiculous just to see, like, that was the first sneaker I really dreamt about. I remember asking my mom for it. I was like, yo, I need this. Like, I made it like top flight, like top priority. Like, I could not sleep, I could not eat. I made it the wallpaper of my computer.
Sounds like you had a crush.
Yo, like, it was beyond women, bro. And like, I liked the girl at the time, but for me, it was just that shoe. Like, that did it for me. So at that time, it didn't come in my size. It started at a size 7.5. I was like a 6.5, and my mom wasn't going to spend over like $110 on some sneakers for me. So it was just a pipe dream at that point. But to answer your question, what got me into sneakers was really that shoe. And the stories that came along with sneakers. So that's what got me into sneakers, that shoe specifically. But then reading all these stories, looking at like the back story of all these shoes that are coming out, like a great example would be like the upcoming DQM Air Max 90. That shoe I've fantasized about for a while.
Good shoe.
The OG pigeons, like stories like that, what people would do to camp out for shoes like that is just awesome, bro. So
didn't the anniversary pass too for the that legendary camp out?
It was a couple days ago. It was like 20 years, I believe, or like 15 years, 15, I think. But
should be 15.
Stuff like that is what really got me into shoes and stuff, and like the stories that people try to tell, details, beauty, like really nice colors, just everything about the culture, and just learning as much as I can. That you guys know this, always asking a ton of questions, trying to figure out what I could learn, and hopefully I get to the point where I could tell a story or somebody else's story through a pair of sneakers. So that's what really got me to design and just sneakers in general.
Fire. So I guess I also extend the question to you, but a little more different, Brian. Um, what's your sneaker journey? How did you get into it? I know you love dunks heavily. But how did your sneaker journey start?
Yeah, so it started, I was very, very young, looking at my cousins bring home new releases every week, coming from downtown with their friends and just seeing what they had on feet and what they picked up, just admiring just that culture, admiring the colors, the materials, the different designs I'd never seen before. And just like having this deep passion to like get a pair of shoes, because like when I was a kid, when I was a baby and stuff, like my mom would buy me the new Jordans and stuff like that, and then it kind of stopped for a while. Until so we're all Dominican here, so we can relate. Like our grandmothers probably were heavy thrifters. They went to the thrift store all the
Facts.
time, and they were
And
bringing
if it
back
wasn't from the store, it'd be from their friends.
exactly
Facts.
because they had to pack up those tanques and ship them off to DR. So anyways, my grandma comes home with a bag filled with Jordans. And visually, I can only remember two pairs. I can remember a pair of the Chicago patent leather ones from like
Sheesh.
2002,
Jeez.
right? And then the Chartreuse 14s, the gray suede ones with like a little bit of pink, right?
Ooh.
Damn.
And I picked the Chicago patent leather ones. And so she said I could pick one of the shoes, and I picked that one. And beat that shoe. But that still didn't do it for me. I was excited to have a Jordan, enough so that I wore that thing everywhere all the time. But it was the first time I saw the Terra Certig, the yellow,
Okay.
that,
The
that
yellow,
Jeez.
the yellow and white.
yeah, the yellow,
Nice.
white, a little bit of red. Bro, that was the shoe that really did it for me in terms of I need to hunt to find this shoe.
Yo,
That
that's it.
shoe like flipped the switch and like turned me into a whole nother animal when it came to shoes.
Yo, that's interesting. I've never heard somebody bring up the Zertig as something like that mesmerized them. That's crazy.
Yeah. And everybody says that, but it was just like the era was perfect for it because the style then was like real 80s, wearing a lot of retro OG stuff.
Hmm.
And I found them just like going from MySpace page to MySpace page, and I saw them on some dude's feet, and I was like, yo, what are those? Like that, and yeah, that was it. It just
Crazy.
sparked the switch, and it's been insane ever since. It hasn't stopped. So
Damn. That's
yeah.
crazy. I know for me, I mean, y'all have heard me say this numerous times. It's the Charcoal 7 for me, aka the Raptor 7. But there's been so many shoes along the way that um just kept feeding on the hunger over and over and over again. I remember this is the last I think this might have been the last pair of sneakers my dad ever bought me. It might have been, I believe it was the a low top Air Jordan 21. It was all
Okay.
black with red piping.
Yep.
And I beat that thing to the ground. This is sixth grade, and I love that shoe. I need the high version, specifically the red suede one. But that shoe, I know a lot of people don't fuck with anything above 14.
That's a
But the
beautiful
20
shoe.
the 21 is a beautiful, beautiful shoe. And I'm in the hunt for that again to just get that childhood feeling all over again.
That's a
Um,
fire shoe.
Heard you.
beautiful, beautiful. The following question to that would be, you know, um, Brian, you live in Vegas, but you said you're originally from Brooklyn. Tell us a little bit about that.
About the move,
About the
uh,
movie, because it's not often I hear a person of Dominican descent just, pack up from Brooklyn and go to Vegas.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, growing up in Brooklyn, I grew up in Cypress Hills in East New York, and the streets are tough, just like anywhere, especially in those times. My family was, I won't say specifics, but they were involved with certain things you shouldn't be involved with. And I kind of wanted to live that lifestyle. And at a young age, I kind of had to pick what was going to be my outlet. Um, so long story short, we had one of my tias, she met a dude and they moved out here. They got married. I ended up getting into some trouble out there. And so moms was just like, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air," you know, like, sending you to Vegas.
Well, that's funny because instead of sending you to the DR, which is what a lot of them do,
Yo,
they kept you in the States.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm grateful too, bro, because I've heard a lot of these stories, yo. And yo, Vegas, I'm not gonna lie, like I was not the biggest fan of it at first. I'm still like, still iffy on it, but
Mhm.
yeah, it was way better than being shipped off to DR to go live with like my tia or something, because we definitely still had family out there. So
So how would you describe the lifestyle over there? I know it's fast, but it's fast because you guys got the casinos and it's a vacation destination, but it's not like New York.
not at all. Yeah, it's completely different from New York. It's a big city, but we Vegas, we live to support tourism.
Mm,
Like most of the people here work for the casino some way, somehow, whether it's directly for them or contracted, so everything is to keep that part of Las Vegas running. Um, and is nothing like New York. Like, I can't just wake up, walk downstairs, get some food, and just come back. Like, I gotta drive somewhere. I gotta drive everywhere I want to go. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, and it's not as diverse. It's completely different. But and it's hot, man. It's hot out here in the summer. Do not come out here in the summer, bro.
Yo, how bad does it
Yo,
get?
I think last year we had like a week straight where it was like 117 every day.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just straight
can't-
dry too. It's like
I
you're in
can't
an
do
oven.
that. That's why I tell people it's like um when people experience summers in New York and they've never been outside of New York, they always think that the Caribbean is kind of like this. And I'm like, yo, a 98 in New York is not a 98 in an island because you get fresh air, it's not humid, not all of these buildings aren't around blocking the air and shit. So,
That's true, yo.
you know, crazy dog. So I'll extend the same question to you, Miguel. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing. I know you'll probably, I believe you're the youngest in the group.
mhm.
You should be. So you're getting to learn a lot of things in life. Um, tell us tell us a little bit about your upbringing and some of the things you've learned as you've gone. You just turned 21 a few months ago, so tell us a little bit about that.
You know, I feel like I'm 21. I am, but I feel like when I turned 21, I feel like I found new life. Well, being with y'all, like y'all teach me a lot. So it's like I feel like I've been living under a rock when I ask you guys all these questions. But in all actuality, it's I don't know. It's the way I grew up was, my dad wasn't around, but it's fine. I'm building a relationship with him now. My mom was around when I was younger, but she was really like, she was working two jobs to support me, my grandma, and my sister. So
Shout
I
out to Mom
wasn't
Dukes.
yo facts. My mom like extremely one of the hardest workers I know. Like she instills that in me every day. But I was really like raised by committee. I was raised by family, mainly my grandma and my sister. Like I said, I was around them all the time. My grandma was very religious, so that played a role in where I went to school. I went to Catholic school since the second grade up to high school. Then in high school, I went to Cardinal Hayes and graduated from there, up Hayes. But yeah, I mean, um, I just been in the church, been into sneakers for a while. That's pretty much it. I'm from the Bronx. I've been outside. I played basketball growing up. I ran track. That's pretty much it. I really did like to be outside. When I did, I just like to see people's sneakers. If it wasn't about sports, about shoes, or maybe hanging out with some friends here and there, I was never really outside. I was just a homebody, just hanging out. So that's pretty much me.
That's fire. That's fire, bro. Very fire. It's cool to see we're all products of strong single mothers.
Yo,
So,
for real.
Ed, you gotta hit the unmute.
I was chewing. You know, shout out to Famous Amos. We need a sponsorship, by the
Oh,
way.
fire!
Yo, cut the check.
Fire.
Yo, when y'all become black owned again, we need the sponsorship, by the way. But nah, I was chewing on the Famous Amos, so I didn't want to, you know, have that on the mic. But yeah, man, like Brian said, it's nice to know that we are products of strong single mothers who are willing to do any and everything just to make sure that we have food on our plates and clothes on our back. And sometimes we tend to take it a little bit for granted. Because I mean, it's normal, we're kids, we think that we know what's better, when in reality they do, because they've been through it. But yeah, man. So another question us at the Over the Food podcast wanted to know is, tell us some of your craziest sneaker pickup stories. It could be, you know, hunting down a sneaker. It could be camping out. And also tell us a little bit about some of your favorite streetwear brands. And how'd you got into streetwear? Because, you know, although sneakers and streetwear are synonymous in a way, not everybody is into both.
No, for sure. Well, how did I get into streetwear? Probably the same way I got into sneakers, yo. Just looking at my older cousins, they were heavy into like polo. I remember they were bringing home a lot of polo. Avisu jeans was heavy back then.
I need a pair of Evisus.
Yeah, I'm glad they're back in style, yo. Those are nice.
Can't wear those in Vegas though.
Nah, gotta hit that.
Ridiculous. Yo.
Online only, yo. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got into streetwear, just influenced by my older cousins, and they were always treating me right. Like they were always giving me their hand-me-downs. So like when they didn't feel like wearing something anymore, I always got it. And the same happened with shoes too. So I was definitely blessed. Yo, let's see. Craziest sneaker. I got a lot, man. As you know, like I'm heavy into the hunting, like super heavy into online hunting. Like I'll be on eBay for like 3-4 hours, just hunting. You know, like, man, I've gotten some steals. Like, what do I got here? I got these OG Shadow 10s.
OG.
Yeah, 1994, 95. All right. Let me. This might come over. Let me get this.
Sheesh. Those opiums go crazy too.
Yo, facts.
Yeah, these opiums I got. I think I paid like $150 for them. So
where'd you get them from?
On Grailed.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
God damn.
You know, Cause Elmo. I got that for like $10.
You gotta come to the museum in Brooklyn. They extended
all I have to show is Supreme bubbles. That's all I have to show right now. I got 3 of these shits.
I got a lot of steals here, so I'm just gonna show you. So I paid $150 for the opiums.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These I got for free. These air stabs.
Yo, those air stabs within our group seem to be very, very popular because Wale has a pair. Yasmina has a pair.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I feel like somebody else in our group has
Arlen,
it.
I think.
Well, or some of the people that jump into our rooms on the chatty house.
I wish I could wear them, but there's some spots where they're starting to crumble.
Yeah.
But these are amazing. I want to find a wearable pair because like the materials and just the air stab is amazing.
Yeah, I just want to put a quick disclaimer for anybody that's listening on Spotify and not watching on YouTube. This is the episode you want to watch on YouTube.
Dead ass.
Carolina Foams, man.
Yo, shout out to Cash. Shout out to Cash.
$80.
Yo, shout out to K, man. He also has a pair of those. And ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour has come into the building, Mr. Mo Glow.
I was looking
one half of the Over the Food podcast.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Just want to say welcome to the show. It's a pleasure having both of you guys here. I know this is your first time. It's not going to be your last time. You guys are always welcome to be here. I literally just walked in my house probably like 1 minute ago, and I don't even know what's going on. But I want to say,
Just know, Mo, this is the episode our audience wants to watch, but you should watch on YouTube and not listen to on Spotify. Just know that.
okay, well, I will be in, so you guys can continue to be doing what you're doing. I will be here, but my mic will be muted.
All right.
You can continue, Senor Bryan.
All right, so I could probably take these out, but these are
low
toasted.
16. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these are talking.
Wow.
Damn.
But I got these for like $50 on Poshmark. I wore them once and they crumbled the same day I wore them.
That's
Jesus
tough.
Christ.
So, and then
That's crazy. I don't see too many people actually like show low top 16s.
yo, I love those.
That's different.
I need another pair of those. Hopefully it won't crumble, but
We need more retros. That midnight 16 retro wasn't enough for me. I need the bread. I need
the ginger,
gingers, cherry woods. Yup. We need the East Bays, the purple and the green. No. Yeah, you're right. It actually is the 15. Sorry.
15. Yo, those are crazy.
The Ray Allen PEs basically. Shadow 10.
But yeah, 94s. I paid 25 plus like $5 shipping. I had to pull it up
How
How?
long ago did you buy that?
on eBay. So if you see, let me see. Right there, vintage OG Nike Air Jordan.
Wow,
Oh,
$30. That condition at that, man.
Yeah, so I'm always on the hunt. I got a lot of.
Was that a shoe on your list, or did it happen to just come by in your search?
It was a shoe that I knew I would want if I found it for the right price.
Mhm.
Because I try to get as much OG stuff as I can, especially with 10s, because I really love the OG 10s. Like I need the steels with the toe cap. I need the Sacramentos. But yeah, I'll show off a couple more. Y'all seen these on the show? Bought these for $40. Mislabeled Goldenrod Forces from '98.
Nice.
And then one of my like more recent pickups that I was gonna show, which I just posted these on Instagram today. These white and neutral gray Forces from 2003. I bought these for $18 on eBay.
Crazy. That's the closest to neutral gray ones you'll get for now.
for
Bro,
now.
don't talk to me, bro.
The late W coming soon.
I need that late W, but yeah, bro. I mean, I've had a lot of different experiences when it comes to sneakers over the years. Like I've been in it a long time, and I miss camping. I think one of my craziest like camp stories. I got a couple, but I'll tell you this. So I don't know if you remember when those Soul Collector gloves, the Gary Paytons came out, the green and yellow ones.
Yes.
So that same weekend, the Kobe 1 Prelude was dropping. The first of the Kobe Prelude pack. And everyone in that line wanted the Soul Collector gloves because we thought it was going to be something bigger than what it was. Because, you know, whenever Soul Collector gets put on the shoe, especially back then,
It sells.
it was
Remember the
crazy.
Soul Collector pennies used to go crazy.
Shout out to Nick.
Exactly. So I went with a squad, yo. I went with a couple of my boys, and we stayed overnight. Morning of, they line us up. I was we were probably like third or fourth in line. And we buy 3 pair of gloves. I wore my pair out the store, and we bought 3 pair of Kobe 1 Preludes. Bro, I sold all those Preludes for retail.
Wow.
I was hooking the homies up. I was just like, here you go, bro.
That was a different time.
It was a different time. It was. But every time I look back at that, I'm like, yo,
But then
I was bugging.
The preludes that really went hard were like between like the 5s to the 7s. That's the ones that people were really looking for.
Yeah. But
Back
that
Well,
one,
I would extend it to the 8 as well.
But when the Prelude pack came out, the way how like influencer works now wasn't
It
the
wasn't
way.
the same. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Mhm.
Not at
So
all.
like if you would use an influencer like back then, basically like your average consumers were influencers compared to like how like
Yeah.
I know like
Yeah.
I know I like me and that's what we make fun of like they just giving like random niggas like DJ Khaled like sneakers.
Be right back.
Yeah, but the influencer work has like definitely fucked up how we view sneakers now because like most people don't care for basketball shoes. Like speaking of like what you just said, and I was listening all along, but like it just like you just click something in my head because like basketball shoes are no longer the top looking for and wanting shoe anymore.
No, they definitely were at that time, and I don't know if y'all remember, but at that time too, Kobe was still injured, so he wasn't playing.
Yes.
And he was transitioning from low cut to like mid or high.
Yeah, when his first game back, he wore the Kobe 1 Prelude, and so that's when they kind of went crazy.
Yeah,
when he wore them. So, yeah.
What's like I mean, I don't even know what part of the conversation that you guys are in, but I was gonna ask you guys like, what's like one of y'all like, what's some of y'all favorite like PEs from like signature athletes?
Oh. Wow.
Damn.
The first one that comes to mind, like, because this is probably my favorite, is the Bibby 17, the low 17, the white and purple.
That's a sleeper.
Yes, that is probably like my favorite one. Most of his PEs are crazy. You said
Ray
what?
Allen 13 for me. I think that's like the first one I could think of in my mind. Like, yo, like that is ridiculous. And anything Kyrie too. That dude, like the stories he tells on his PEs are phenomenal. Like he really tells some captivating stories through his footwear. Like hands down, like if I wanted to be a signature athlete for Nike and I could pick one player, I'm being Kyrie Irving because he tells some amazing stories through footwear. LeBron watch is pretty good too, but I would say like the Ray Allen 13 is definitely one of the shoes up there. And then after that, it'd be like Kyrie.
Yo, Miguel, I like you a lot. You know why? Because you're like literally like I'm just maybe a big burden for me to put on you, but you're like the face of the newer generation of like I hate the word sneakerhead, but yeah, you're like the face of like the younger generation.
Yeah, like, for real though.
Like because like for when I was probably your age or younger, I didn't need a story for me to purchase a shoe. Now in today's day, like you have to actually break down why this shoe is the way it is. Because, for instance, I remember when I saw the Randy Moss like 11, I just thought it was a Jordan 11, and I wanted it because Randy Moss wore it on the football field. Well, he didn't wear it on the actual football field. He wore it on like a regular field that looks like concrete.
He wore it on turf.
Yeah, like you're
a very hard turf.
Yeah, like your generation is a tale of two cities in a sense. Like it's people like you who like care about like the history and the tradition of it, and then it's like people that like it's more of like what an influence is
on the internet.
Yeah, it's like
Miguel is an anomaly though because it's not every day. It's people like Miguel from his generation are very hard to come by.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like finding it's more Miguel's. It's less Miguel's and more Benjamin Kicks if you look at it. So
yeah,
I just wanted to tell you that. Like I didn't want to tell you that over Clubhouse because like it's Clubhouse, but I wanted to tell you that personally here.
I appreciate you, brother. Yo, I was looking for you today at your job. I didn't know you was there, but yo, bro, I appreciate you, bro. For real, that means a lot for me. Like, you know, I can't fake the funk, bro. I have like 80-something pair of sneakers sitting behind me. I mean, you know, a lot of people really try to buy their way into it, and to each his own. But for me, it's just the stories that these designers try to tell. Like, for me, something that I really am appreciating now more than ever, and I still feel like it still needs to carry on forward. These designers need to get more love. Like as far as like when they get their due diligence, as far as like, yo, I made this shoe for this reason. But I know sometimes that the brands don't want to do that because they don't want it to seem like a collab. But you know, I'd love to see their thought processes and how they do these things. Like it's it's inevitable, bro. It's like, it's great. It's so cool.
Yeah. I like what you just said because most brand has this mentality is like no one is bigger than the program. Because like if you look at every sneaker designer, the most famous sneaker designer is Tinker Hatfield.
Yes, sir.
In footwear terms, like he's the most known, he's probably the most iconic. But if you look at every shoe that's ever been made, I don't think he made like overall the best shoe for people comfort wise. Like if you look, like, most of Tinker Hatfield shoes are just like he made running shoes. Like he made the 90, he made the Air Max
one.
He made a bunch of like Air Maxes. I can't even front. But like
too many.
But if you look at his brother made like shoes that's like overall comfortable but not good looking for people. But no one knows who Toby Hatfield is because
didn't his brother work on the later iterations of the Bowerman series?
Yeah, his brother also made introduce us to Nike Flyknit. And
Nike Free.
Yeah, Nike Free. Sorry. But yeah. But like Tinker Hatfield will always be like the most because he's the closest thing to being big as the program because without him, it's no Air Jordan. All the shoes that Brian Leary just showed us probably like 10 minutes ago wouldn't be here just because of him. So that's the problem with most brands. They don't really like to show who made everything. It's crazy how now people realize who Wilson Smith is. He made way more shoes before he made the Uptempos. Like the Uptempos was like his 7th shoe I think he was on at the time. But yeah, so I just hope like Miguel said, like more designers get love and like look at it more of like a partnership more than like yo you work for me because I can always leave it.
Yo, Brian, real quick. Brian inspired me to show a couple steals real quick. There's only 3. I only got 3 because I was trying to be quick. But I mean, I show these to you guys all the time. Flint 7s from 06, $120. When Kixify was like starting off, and when it was popping, met this dude. He was already in the Bronx. 120. We met up. Cool. And in the condition that it was, I mean, it's still holding up. The only thing really chipping away is like the logo on my left side.
Yeah, that's a fire shoe.
Anthracite 8s.
That's a slept on
shoe.
I never seen those before.
Bro.
I never seen those before.
So in the mid 2000s, Jordan started experimenting with the lifestyle series, which is why you have like Lightning 4s, Thunder 4s.
That's the
Ice
Retro
Blue
Plus
10s.
series.
No, that's not the Retro Plus series.
The LS.
LS. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why you have Ice Blues, you have
Burgundy
Linen
5,
10, Burgundy 5s, Green Beans,
Olive 5s.
Yep, that's why you have those. So I mean, it's still holding up well. $75 though for the condition that it was. I mean, you can't fucking beat that. And it was from a dude that used to work at a Champs, and he was just unloading shit. And
that shoe was hot in New York. That shoe was very hot in New York. Those and the pea pods with the raw denim. With the raw denim, that was the fit.
Which one, the 5s or the 8s?
So
the 8s.
No, the 8s. So the moment I bought these, I was looking for pea pods, but I couldn't find them in the right condition and for the right price at that time. So I'm gonna go back and look for it now that we bring it up. And then 07 Aqua 8s, $100, bro. I bought these in 2016. I mean, they're just now coming apart.
Shout out to LeBron. Get that fixed.
I gotta get this fixed. Fact. Shout out to LeBron.
That shoe came out in was that 07?
Yeah.
Bro, everyone had a pair of those.
Dog, I mean,
Mo, what you doing? What you doing there, Mo?
2000 Space Jams.
Oh, the retro card.
Bro, I don't even think.
Yo, you need to send that to PSA. I heard people are PSA grading their retro cards now.
Get the fuck out
of
here.
Yeah, I saw like a picture of a retro card PSA graded.
That's
yeah, okay. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it's cool for people.
Oh, yeah, I got one too. They came with my LSs, with my Anthracites.
I want one, yo.
Want what?
A retro card.
I'll give you this retro card. I don't need it.
But say less.
Just get them all, catch them all, Miguel.
Yo, I want one of like every single iteration of every single OG Air Jordan just to have
They stopped at 14, right? Or 15?
What?
What
I
for the
don't know.
The
retro
retro
card?
cards, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What number does it say on the card? I
Stopped
can't
at
remember.
I think they stopped at 14. I think 15 or 14.
Yeah.
Um,
Good time.
Sadness.
Good time.
That's fire, bro. Fire.
Brian, what?
Yep.
What's one place you went where you found something you didn't expect it to be there? Anything?
Let me think, yo.
I want to extend that question to Miguel as well when Brian is done.
I guess a thrift, like, so I don't know if y'all have Buffalo exchanges out there. It's like a
We
pretty,
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So back in like 08 to like 2010, no one was hitting Buffalo exchanges like that. And I found, well, me and my cousin Aaron together, we found like Untiffany Dunks, we found Barfs, we found the Safari and like green air stabs. We
Sheesh.
found Viotech Blazers, a bunch of Jordans like Aqua 8s, white cement 3s, like yeah, it was crazy in those years. The stuff we would find.
What city was this?
Vegas.
Facts.
Huh?
This like you know, when people started thrifting crazy, all that stuff died out. Like we couldn't beat them to the punch. But
Yeah. Where are you from, Brian? I didn't like get the gist of like where.
yeah, so I'm from Brooklyn originally, from East New York, Cypress Hills.
And like you're in Vegas now, or like
I'm
you're
in
back?
Vegas now. Yeah, I've been in Vegas since 08.
Yeah, like I know, like is this one white dude? I forgot his name. Like he's like a big like thrifter out in Vegas. Like I don't even know his name. I mean, he's white. I don't shouldn't be.
There's a lot, yo. Thrift culture is huge out here.
Didn't Urban Necessity start out there or some shit?
Yeah.
Two J's
Yep.
and C's. 2 J's and C's are both from here. C's is the homie, or at least used to be the homie. He act like he don't know me now, so that's cool.
Yikes.
Everybody
I
do
can
that.
imagine thrift culture over there. I mean, with all the casinos and all the types of like Hard Rock Cafe t-shirts you could get,
Yeah.
Yep.
MGM tees you could get, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, and like concert tees, because you got to remember, like Vegas was booming back then for like a bunch of different bands. The live-in people, like, you know, it was crazy.
I'm thinking about it now, like the amount of Mike Tyson versus someone t-shirts that probably.
No, yeah. Actually, boxing tees are huge out here. Like boxing tees.
Really?
Yeah,
crazy.
boxing is big
You
in
find a lot.
Vegas.
Yeah.
All boxing matches are in Vegas, pretty much.
They used to be in Atlantic City too, but
Yeah.
but Vegas is definitely like.
Shouts out to Arturo Gotti.
Yeah, the creme de la creme. I remember I found like an Oscar De La Hoya shirt from like '96. This is like before Roy Jones became the man. I think like this shirt was like from '95, and like the image was so crazy because it was like Oscar De La Hoya with a bunch of chicks around him. Because like for everyone that know Oscar De La Hoya, like women used to fiend for him.
He used to be the man.
Yeah, like he used to be like a ladies' man. He's arguably like probably one of the greatest boxers. And like when I found that shirt, like I didn't care for it because like this is like 2011. Like I was like into like I'm a big like NASCAR Chase Authentic on type. Like I like Chase Authentic tees. So I was thinking like nobody really cares for boxing shirt. And then like I went to this store back in I forgot. I think I went Jersey and like I seen like the same shirt I saw, the Oscar De La Hoya shirt. I saw it, and this dude was selling it for $350, and like he was like, "Yo, I had 3 of them, and I sold like 2 of them in the last 2 weeks." And I was like, people,
those are big money.
Oscar De La Hoya, he retired like 3 years before that. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
it's a market for everything.
The question is also extended to you, bro. What's one place you went to and you didn't expect to find what you found?
It's hard for me to really pinpoint that question. I just feel like, y'all, like I'm thinking of Rob right now because like every time I say I don't know something, he's like, "Wow, oh my gosh!" So like,
yo, it's funny because,
go ahead.
I actually want to bring the both of you together.
Yeah,
on an episode because Um,
Gonna be
so
crazy.
that was the I brought up that idea to Mo so that you guys could be on an episode together one day. And
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
he also said, "Yo, that will be crazy because it's the new generation and the old generation.
I need that. I need that. Let's make it
Because it'll
happen.
just be
I'm
crazy."
with it. I'm with it. I'm so with it.
That would be insane.
Bro,
I need that, bro.
ridiculous. But yeah, you can continue
Oh,
with your question, bro. Well, I mean, with your answer.
damn. I mean, every time I step into a store and there's something that had just released that's still there, maybe like a week after, I'm like, yo, what is this doing here? Like, it just came out. Like, why is this sitting here? Or like, when I pick up an item and I see that the quality is really good, I'm like, yo, why is this still here? But that's just more of like of an education thing versus like a consumer like me who's like sneaker obsessed versus somebody else who just needs something very, very practical. So I feel like I'm literally seeing stuff that I don't think should be sitting on shelves all the time. But to really answer the question, I could tell you a story um from I think it was like 2016. Well, was it 2016 that those Air Jordan 1 low OGs were coming out and they were like on sale for like $79.99? Was it around that time?
2015, 2016?
I think it was 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's 2015, I remember specifically going to a Jimmy Jazz on Burnside with two of my best friends, and I had money in my pocket, and I'm like, yo, I could cuss on this, right? I could swear.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
No, I curse nonstop on this show.
I'm like, yo, these shits right here are fucking fire. I need these. And they're like, yo, bro, we are not leaving the store. We're not letting you leave with these joints. And to this day, $79.99. Bread One Lows. What was it? Oh, Royal One Lows, Shadow One Lows, Chicago One Lows, all for the low. And I could have got them all. And I said no for being naive. To this day, one of the biggest regrets of my life, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck are these doing here? Do you not know what these are? They're just a great shoe cut in half. Like, what are we doing right now? But it is what it is.
The reason why those shoes were like probably that price because 3 years before that they retro the Chicago, like not Chicago, yeah, they retro the Chicago's, I think the Royals.
They had done Chicago Breads.
And
Within like from 2013 to 2016, we saw Breads twice, we saw Chicago's twice, we saw Royals twice.
Yep.
So yeah,
But if you
and
look
we saw
at
Shadows three times.
Yeah,
09,
Yes.
13,
09, yeah, 09, 13, and
And
18.
18.
yeah, but in the 2013 pairs of ones, they were shiny. They were like
Nice.
glistening. And like a lot of people wasn't like really like skeptical about them because the quality was so shitty. So like all those lows, like people didn't want them because they didn't even trust when. Because this is around the time when Nike was getting like when people thought Nike was making fake shoes because everyone used to like get defective shoes at a quick point. I remember I got. I think a lot of people don't believe this for me, but like from like 2014 to 2000 and mid 2017, I probably only purchased 4 pairs of shoes just because of that theory of like Nike making fake shoes. Because like, bro, it was videos of people like seeing people's shoes like catch on fire without even doing anything. So I was very like, yo, what the fuck? And then like, I don't know what happened. I guess like you know, like the Carmines, like we see how the fucking Carmines look now. Like I guess they're gonna switch that shit eventually. But it was a point in time where no one was really trying to buy like Jordans and shit because people thought they were fake, even though they were real.
Wow. That's crazy. I mean, like that Carmine situation was like that. Was.
I actually, if I was like a company, I would do that to a shoe just to see how much you really want the shoe, because that separates consumer, like we said in the last episode, the socialist and the capitalist. Like how much do you really want this shoe?
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Effective, right? And you swear you love this shoe, you will wear it, right? Mm-hmm. Even though it's like a little defect, how much do you really love this shoe? And I mean, I'm gonna like the shoe because it's arguably the silhouette is a beautiful silhouette. So that's not going to take away anything of the shoe because it's fucking Nike, bro. They're going to get it together eventually.
In the same breath, you have people who like complain. They're like, "Yo, I'm spending $200+ on a shoe that I expect to be perfect out the box." But then at the same time, you need to understand that you're buying a mass-produced shoe, so there's a caveat to that. So
Yeah.
you're buying a mass-produced shoe, but at the same time, you could get a defect. So, like you said, you need to be weary of that and understand, yo, I might get glue stains. And one shoe might be looking pristine and the other one not so much. It's like the left and right Twix. Like I got that from Nightwing2303 on YouTube. He's like, yo, it's like they make two different factories for two different sneakers and they all come in the same box. Like, and that's how it feels sometimes. Like one shoe will look beautiful.
Nike's turning into like Twix right and Twix left.
That's not my words, but that's like somebody. That's what he says.
That's how I feel about my Bred ones. My Bred ones, like I don't remember what side, but one side looks amazing. The tumble leather is great, and then the other one looks softer than the other. And they kept doing that up until the shadows, and that made no fucking sense.
That's exactly how my Royals are.
Do you have any Bred like ones from like 2000?
Me, I don't have any ones from 2000. Brian might have.
No, I don't. The only Breds I have are 2013.
I really regret never buying that shoe because I remember like a lot of people look at Flight Club now as head crack, but it was a point where Flight Club prices was never like
it.
Like you can dead go in a Flight Club. I mean, when I was 18, 19, I didn't have the responsibility I have now, but like I can go in there because remember, I mean, I don't want to go dig deep in this fucking closet right here, but I got like I had bought like some Jordan 5s.
Dig deep.
Pause. We need it. Yo.
Nah, bro. If I'm gonna have to tear this whole shit apart, and I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna take more than 5. It's gonna take more than 5 minutes. But I had some Jordan 5s. I don't even know if they're still there, but I remember like it was the black metallic ones from I think 99 or 2000, whatever. And like I walked in Fight Club and they were $200 there. Granted, when the shoes came out, it was probably under $100, but to see that shoe there, and like if you compare now, like you put that shoe up now, like yo, 99 black metallic 5s or whatever, or like what I think it was black metallic 5s. Someone would probably pay $1,000 for that shit, no hesitation. So like times has changed, like the market has changed. People are like, I keep saying this, but sneakers the sneaker game is a drug game now, bro. Like it's easy money and everybody can do it. Everybody has a phone, everybody has internet, everyone knows where a sneaker store is, and that's what really fucked up mom and pop stores, resellers, random resellers. Not even
for real, like that.
Like we always feel like, we bring back mom and pop stores, but we're the ones that's killing mom and pop stores.
How you gonna keep the lights on? That's the thing. That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Like me coming from working in a mom and pop store, it's like it's difficult, bro. These brands are cutthroat. Like if you're not popping, you're not popping, bro. Like it's unfortunate.
I'm gonna show y'all a story. One of my closest friends that live in LA, he used to work at this skate shop in Jersey called Classic Skate Shop, and they had a Nike contract where he told me, and like back like when like the decline of dunks, like they were getting all the SB dunks like in the mid 2000s, early 2010s and shit, like up to like 2016, and like they were getting everything, but they weren't making any sales, and like because it was no market for SB at that time, like like skateboarders just wanted to skate in Janoskis and call it a day. Like Eric Koskinen started skating in Jordan, so like people start transcending to that. And he told me like once the rise of SB came again, like they couldn't pay like the contract, so they lost that shit. And if they could have held on for another year, they probably would have made a killing because people came there like legitly like in 2017, 2018 to buy all the SBs. They sold out all of everything they had in stock, but they can't even get anything anymore because they lost their Nike contract. So yeah, these brands are they're fucked up, but also people gotta like realize that like reselling is cool, but you're also hurting shit that you always complain that you need to help. Like look at Tony Edsel. Tony don't have a contract. Tony selling those shoes for.
I never thought we'll name drop him on this.
I mean, no one knows. I mean, if you know who Tony is, you know who
I
Tony.
mean, yeah, if you know, you know.
But
yo, you know what? I think we got to take Miguel one day, man. Yo,
Yeah,
Miguel will pass out.
I mean, anybody could go there. It's just that's still
We ain't telling you where is it. We ain't telling you where it is.
It smells like wet sneaker box in there, bro.
Hold on.
It's an old store. It's been around there over 20 years. I think
Are they
Brian
still
probably
sitting
bought
on old stock?
Huh?
Are they still sitting on old stock?
Yes.
it. They're selling on snakeskin Air Forces from 2002.
Yo, pull up. What are we doing?
Yeah, let me know. I need, and I think I know because I've seen.
I'm gonna show y'all something.
I've seen some
I know
people on
he's gonna show
Instagram.
y'all.
Yo, I need to
Brian,
go because I know
hold
they
up.
got like a lot of different forces, right? Like a lot of old forces. I think I know what you're talking about, and I definitely need to go.
Dude, so Mo took me there in the summer, and I found mid Air Force Ones with the snakeskin panels, and I was about to cop, but he said 250,
Yo.
and I was like, I'm not paying 250. Not for
Mo, how much did you get those for?
220, 200. Because I'm not cool with the owner. Like,
I would have paid that. That's crazy.
I only wore these shoes one time, Halloween of last year.
Yo, so when I come to town, we going?
Yeah.
What the fuck,
bro, of course.
Let's run it
That's
up.
stop number one.
All right.
I'm saving
That
my
and,
pretty pennies.
What's that Jamaican spot y'all always talk about?
Oh, flavors.
I need to go to that too. I need to go to that.
So, and then,
Yeah, I want to show you something that I don't think I even ever show Edsel. Y'all can continue the conversation. I have to go look for it.
So after, so he says 250. Honestly, didn't even want to pay 200 for it because I just felt that particular shoe is not worth $200. It was dead stock though, so I understand. But that shoe is not worth in itself. It's not $200 in my opinion. But then I also pulled out Cinder 14s. They might have been worn like once or twice. You never seen Cinder 14s?
I'm Googling it right now.
I got a picture. I had a pair.
Bro.
Oh, wow. You're the hair.
450.
Okay, I see them. Oh, those are
450.
That's
DS?
These? Nah,
I did one wear. Wow, bro. The year of the rabbits.
I had these since the day it came out. I wore them to the ground.
Wow.
That's a good shoe.
You don't see that sneaker often. Like,
all you see is hair.
Yo.
Does that one have a special box?
Yeah. These came out a week after the Bordeaux's in 2011.
Nice.
That's a Zlatan.
That's why. That's nice.
I need another pair of Bordeaux 11s. I mean Bordeaux 7s from 2011.
I want a pair. I never had Bordeaux 7s.
It's a beautiful shoe, bro. It's a beautiful shoe.
So, all right. Where were we just now?
Oh, you were showing us the Year of the Rabbit 7.
Oh
yeah. Ooh, those are fire.
All right. Yo, the other day, right?
Bro, it looked immaculate. Once he said 450, I dropped the show, put it right back in the box.
Yo, he had the original Black Cat 4s with the poster inside the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it a poster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordans used to come with posters back in the day.
Oh, like retro cards.
Yeah. Like all the newer like models used to come with like either a poster or like some written note that like they just kept putting in like everybody's shoes. But yo, we feel like we switched the topic. The other day, me and Edsel, we were in a room with Dukes. I know you guys are familiar with him and his controversial takes and his wild attitude.
If you've ever been in a room with him.
So he was they he does like his top 5, whatever. So they were talking about like top 5 like shoes that Michael Jordan wore in the All-Star game. And I'm gonna let y'all know that list was terrible, so I'm not even gonna like repeat it.
Nah, I need to know now.
I didn't stay till the end, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. They put Jordan 1 because Jordan 1 was the first shoe, but I always brought it up to them. I was like, when you think of the Jordan 1s, you don't even think of Michael Jordan in an All-Star game or anything All-Star wise. Like, you think of,
honestly, the 63 points he dropped on the Celtics is the first thing I think of.
Yeah, so like that's what David was bringing up, like signature moments. I'm like, that shoe is not a signature moment. So they brought up Jordan 2s, and I'm like, Jordan 2s is probably the most hated Jordans of all time besides Jordan
He
10.
broke his foot that season.
Even he hated him.
How did he even wear those in the All? He wore those in the All-Star. He broke it. Yeah, he broke his foot that season.
Bro, that's what they brought that up. I'm only following what they said. I didn't want to correct them.
Jesus Christ.
So they brought up Jordan 3s, and it was at that time it was 19 people there voted yes, that should be there, and one dickhead said no. I don't know why he said no, but fuck it, whatever. Then they said Jordan 4s. Jordan 4s, I don't think of an all-star shoe.
I think of the shot against Cleveland.
Yeah. So they brought up Jordan 5. They said Jordan 5 should be it. But then this is when Robbie comes in because that's Robbie's favorite shoe. So Robbie brought up the sneakerhead aspect of it. And Dukes is like, yo, we're not talking about the sneakerhead. We're talking about what Michael Jordan did. So I'm like, cool. So I said, like, I guess they voted that in or not. And then they said the Jordan.
I think they might have skipped that over.
Yeah, they skipped that. And then they brought up the Jordan 6. And I was like, I brought up like facts about the Jordan 6 in the All-Star game. And they was like, oh, well, when we think of that shit, we just think of his first championship. So be it. You got it.
I still think the room should have been All-Star. All-Star.
So I was like, cool. Jordan, I said, the Bordeaux should be a unanimous pick. They said, yeah. The Aqua 8 should be unanimous. But then, these motherfuckers, what was the other shoe? Oh, they said Columbia's, right?
And Columbia's for a fact.
But I voted against the Columbia's because of the simple fact that, like, they never got that shoe right after they made it. So it's like, and when you think of that shoe, you do think of the All-Star game, but I feel like, are you picking the Columbia 11s as an All-Star shoe over the Jordan 17s as an All-Star shoe?
Like, wait, say that again?
You know the Jordan 17s he wore in All-Star?
The low lightning. Yeah.
Are you which one are you picking? You picking the 11s or you picking the 17s as an All-Star?
17, easy.
Yeah.
I want to pick the 11.
Right, you're in the rude awakening. No one picked the 17s.
That's great. I'm not crazy about Columbia's.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not crazy about Columbia.
We got to 11, and then
realistically, people only like Columbia's because of that uniform for the All-Star game.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with the shoe.
Yeah,
but then we brought up like the 12s. He wore the playoff 12s. And fun fact, that shoe wasn't called playoff 12s until 2013. I mean 2003. So I don't like when people bring that up because they also called the flu game to playoff 12s too. So I don't like that people bring that up. It was most of these Jordan names didn't have a name back then
until later on.
Jordans. They were just the new Jordan colorway. Like I hate when people feel like they older than you. Like you can't go look up, like you can't go back in time and look up things. Because they swear like, yo, what are you talking about? You weren't alive for that. That's why I hate old people. I don't mean to say it like that.
I deal with that every day.
You just the OGs, the old heads.
Yeah, I just don't like people letting younger people like tell them things like not because you lived longer than me, that means you know better than me. Like it's times where I look at things like when I was growing up, and then like when someone tell me about it and they go full in depth detail, I'm like, I don't even remember that. But then when I go research it again, I'm like, oh shit, that really happened. But I brought up like the 12s, and they was like, yo, bro, he wore that. We think about the fucking past, and I was like, cool. And then we got to the 17s, and these niggas start going crazy, talking about, oh, that shoe sucked. You can't wear that with jeans. And I was like, I thought the criteria was about who he wore it. And then niggas got dumb. And then I was just like, yo, why did I leave y'all room? Because like it's obviously I'm just arguing with a bunch of old ass dudes that don't like that is stuck in their ways.
It's insane, yo.
Damn.
And the 17 didn't make the list at all.
Nah, it didn't.
According to him, no.
That's a shame.
The fact that, but then again, it's like people always bring up like the failure of the 17 because like it was like I think one of the first shoes that
it was the most expensive one.
Yeah, it was most expensive. It came with a fucking DVD and
the first $200 shoe.
Mm-hmm. Well, not the first. How much was the foam?
It's first
$200. The foam was 180. The foam was 180 when it came out.
Oh yeah, the foams was 180.
Really?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yo, shout out Mike Bibby for wearing the Royals, even though he didn't go with Arizona uniform.
Fire.
That man did not match, and I'm surprised.
It's crazy that the royal blue foam, Penny wearing it is synonymous with Mike Bibby.
I think Mike Bibby.
People don't give Mike Bibby his props for those foams.
It's even though it's Penny shoe, I think Mike Bibby made that shoe more famous for basketball.
That wasn't even supposed to be Penny's shoe. That was supposed to be Scotty's.
If you know, you know. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so happy you said that. A lot of people don't
Scotty
know
didn't
that.
like him.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the story goes that like Scotty didn't
Let me
like
tell
him.
you this: if he didn't pick the foams, we wouldn't get the up tempos.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So if Scotty didn't pick the up tempos, if Scotty picked the foams, there would be no up tempos. I don't think Penny would have picked the up tempos. So
Damn.
sometimes, hey, we make fun of people not picking something that's hotter, but it worked out.
I want to know what other shoes were in the bag though, because like story goes supposedly that what was it? Nike presents Penny with this bag, and he's looking through the shoes, looking through the bag, like he's like, yo, I don't like this one, I don't like this one, but he picks the foam, and he's like, yo, I want that one, and that's pretty dope. That's fire. Stuff like that for me, that makes a shoe like, yo, like how the hell did he do that? Like, what inclined him to make want to get that shoe specifically?
Yo, real
you know?
quick, I seen a guy wearing a pair of Pearl foams with no sole on the train the other day. Like the rubber sole was ripped off. And I don't want to laugh because I don't know what he might have gone through. But I was looking at the show and I'm like, yo, something is wrong here. And then like 10 minutes later it popped in my head like, oh shit, it has no soles.
Yo, but if there's any shoe that's okay without a sole, it's that one.
Yo.
Indestructible, bro.
I think Foam Posit might be as strong as Tim's.
Yo.
Or you could give somebody a brain hemorrhage just by kicking them in the head with a pair of foams.
Bro, honestly, the dude today when I was going to work, I saw a Showtime dancer, and then when I was coming home from work, I saw the same Showtime dancer, and he was in the black foams, and he did not lose his balance at all on that shoe. Like
only in New York.
It's the most indestructible shoe, but I just feel like Foam Posit was one of the hottest shoes and one of the shoes that instantly died out in the midst of 3 years. That and the Roshi one, because
the Roshi definitely had a bigger fall. Because foams are still cool today, but who's wearing Roshis today?
There's still Roshis on the Nike site, which is crazy.
Bro, that's synonymous to the Tangent. Like, I mean, but the Tangent is a really good shoe. Like, it's very practical.
The Tangent is a DSW shoe. Like, you're not gonna go on the Nike site or a Nike store and find a Tangent.
Nah, yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that was a weird.
That was the era. That was an era. Like the Calypsos. What was it? That pair with the it was like green and white and had like the leaves on it. And then the Yeezy one, the Yeezy FB was dope. The black and white was going crazy.
The leopard one from overseas.
The leopard joint was fire.
That leopard one went for a lot of bread.
And it's making me feel real old.
Remember the Red October Yeezy?
Jeez.
That was a time, bro.
Oh man, I can't wait for Nike to retro that shoe and take off the logo, because it's gonna happen.
Remember when they got sued because it was Roshi Run and somebody was like, "Yo, I can't really run in this shit," and they had to change it to Roshi One.
Oh wow, really? Crazy. That happened?
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, dog. So people thought, I mean, if you're gonna put run on a shoe, people are gonna expect you to think that, you're gonna think that you can run in it. So people were wearing them to the gym, people were running in them, and then they figured out like, yo, this shit is not for running. And Nike got sued, and they had to change the name to Roshi One.
Yep. Well, you know,
yeah, that shoe was trash to run in.
That's fine. Yeah, it was horrible, bro. At the time, I thought I was a size 10, and my foot was swimming in a Roshi, bro. No, don't do it. That was bad, bro. Nah.
Yeah, I recently just sold like my last pair of Roshis probably like a year ago. I had the Calypsos, and they were DS. Like I had them when they came out. What was that, like 14, 13?
Mm-hmm.
And just never got to them because Calypsos were hot. Like it was like the hottest one at first.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
those are hard.
They were going for crazy money too, but for Roshi.
I'll
I'm
fuck
good.
around and still wear a calypso, bro. If I could find one, I'll still wear it. I don't give a damn. If it's fire, it's fire.
You could probably find that.
Yo, straight up.
Yo, gentlemen, just to switch the topic real quick.
Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at
Yo.
all. Let's get it. Yo,
$45, bro.
I'll let Mo switch up the topic.
Like, cause this month is about to be over, and I feel like it just went by so fast. Because the first day of this month we got fucking snow, and it's been like a shit show since. But like overall, like, what do you rate this month? Like, this is Black History Month, even though I hate Black History Month. That sounds a little controversial, but I just don't like the term Black History Month. But like, what do you rate this month, like for yourself and like overall, like for the world?
I could give you one word: disingenuous.
Mm.
Disingenuous. So I think it's disingenuous because a lot of these brands, bro, and I'm not gonna name no names, but if you wasn't doing it before, you're doing it now to bring somebody to the door. And I understand, it's a business. You gotta do what you gotta do. But come on, bro. Like, I don't fake the funk. I see you, bro. But it's all right, make your money.
Okay, I'll put his
Make your money.
That's crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna put my whole Hotep hat on, for real. What's the math for today?
crazy.
What about you, Brian?
Yeah, I think this month was definitely how do I put it? It was interesting. It was an interesting month. I mean, as a whole, I mean, I'm still alive. I'm still blessed, still healthy. So it was good for that. I feel like when it comes to Black History Month, there wasn't a big push to really show love for that. When it comes to sneakers, I took a lot of L's. So
Yeah, I didn't mean to make this shit sad. Like I've been like over.
no, but yeah, I think looking back, like for the things that really matter, it was a good month.
And so you? Damn, bro, you still stuck on Malcolm and Marie, bro? Let it go.
Nah, don't do that.
Yo,
Don't do that.
that movie is trash. Do not watch that
Ooh,
movie.
now we
I
potted.
liked it.
Oh, we potted now.
I like that movie. That was good.
Miguel, Brian said,
it was okay.
Them crackers.
It was okay, man. I mean, after what we saw, during the summer, you think that more brands would try to be more genuine with what they do, try to spread more of a message than they normally do, and that we see more of a maybe I'm living in the fucking jungle, but I just didn't see anything, especially after last summer. Jade was talking like 2-3 weeks ago. We were in a room with Jade and she was saying like, yo, huh?
I said shout out Jade.
Yeah, shout out to Jade, man. OG.
Facts. Big B show. You know the vibes. Young Johnny Quest in the building.
She was talking
Yeah.
about how none of these brands have done an initiative for Black History Month so far. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize that. Every other year you're pushing sneakers, you're pushing collections. Now you're not doing anything.
You know what Jordan brand did this year? Which was like, it was kind of like interesting. They donated money. To like black business. I don't know like which black business they donated to, but Michael Jordan took money out of his own bank account to do it because
I will say Jordan.
I stand with Michael Jordan all the time.
The last few years he has been donating money to HBCUs and
so like
so that's been interesting.
I just feel like with Jordan brand the reason why they didn't do that because I feel like doing like sneakers to Black History Month is also like a big ass slap in the face because like, you just like put a fucking kente cloth on a shoe and then like
stop doing that, yo.
Stop. It's not cool.
And it's not only like Nike, Jordan, like Reebok do it, fucking Adidas.
Every brand does
The
it.
white Ultra Boost. The white Ultra Boost, bro. What the fuck was that?
So it's like,
what do you mean?
So go you go because I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. But
I mean, but other than that, mood board archive,
Yeah,
was
shout out.
posting a lot of historical black figures. You know, I was shouting out some historical black figures, not necessarily from the civil rights era or before, but mostly pop culture, which I went a little different route, shouting out guys like Grandmaster Flash and DJ
Mhm.
Kool Herc. Um,
They say everybody from the Bronx, bro. We get it.
fuck you.
That's
Um,
hilarious.
I just felt, historical figures that we don't highlight enough, in my opinion. But just seeing just regular people like us shout out black figures that have impacted culture and history was dope. We didn't rely on big businesses or corporations or anything like that to do that for us. But other than that, I had a good Black History Month. There's things that I learned that I didn't know before. There's things that I reinforced my knowledge on. And also, I got really pissed off at the Judas and the Black Messiah movie. Just triggered, not mad at the movie itself, but just triggered at the historical events that movie is based on.
For me, this month was good because of the simple fact that we got into 50 episodes. That was like a milestone. Shout out to me and you, Edsel, for doing that. Um, Also, this month is pretty interesting because, like, it's like one of the only month where like you'll see like people that are black like learn things like about black figures because some people really don't know their own culture, and like it was great to see that a lot of people now are more socially aware and try to get in tune with, I don't want to say blackness because I don't want to sound like P Diddy, but get into like their roots and things. And like it was beautiful to see people not only highlight historical figures like fucking like Medgar Evers, even though that's my uncle's name. My uncle name is Medgar. Like Fred Hampton and all those guys. Like it was good to see people still like bring up like Sandra Bland and like
Ahmaud
Jordan,
Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery, like bring up like recent times, like recent like Ronnie King and stuff, like things that happen in like not in today's day and time, like right now, but things that happened about 20 years ago that to show that like as progressive as this land is trying to be, it still holds people of color back. And yeah, like I had fun. I'm always gonna have fun. Like I always tell people first, like at first I'm I'm a black man, and it's like no matter what I do, like I'm always gonna like just be myself. And like if I could do it all over again, I don't think I would want to be anything else but the person I am today, which is a black man. And this month was good. This episode is gonna air on my dad's birthday, so which is like pretty like amazing to me because my dad
Yo,
is
happy birthday to your pops.
Happy birthday, bro.
he's probably asleep right now. So
Birthday OG.
yeah, but
Before we switch topics, I actually just want to, I don't want to call it a anniversary because anniversaries are normally celebratory. But just give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, we did. The thing about it, this is the first time I ever did like Black History episodes. Like last year around this time, I was thinking about burning the show.
Wow.
What is? Hold
Because I
on.
didn't have
Give
to
me a
go.
second. Sorry.
And I didn't
We
wanna-
commend the resilience. Do what you do,
A
Kenny.
fact,
Yes,
bro.
sir. It's tough. A lot of people can't even get past 5. You made it to 53. Well, y'all made it to 53. So that's
Yeah.
big
It's
props,
amazing,
bro.
It's amazing.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean,
I hear that.
thanks to that man right there on the left hand corner, because
You're giving me too much credit, bro.
Because it was days where like, and don't get me wrong, it's days where Edsel bailed on me because of like his personal reasons, but it was times where like I didn't even want to do this show, and it's like Edsel would like hit me like, "Yo, I'm ready," and that's all you gotta tell me.
I'm just grateful to have you around, bro. Like I told you before, there's this show is an outlet for me to let out everything that I feel, even if it's not exactly how I feel. Just an outlet for me to just speak on whatever it is that we're talking about. So, like I always told you, bro, love you, dog, and I appreciate you more than you know. But be 2 things before we switch topics. One thing that Mo always says we make Black history every single day. It's not just February. And
Mhm.
two, like I said, I hate to call it an anniversary because anniversaries are supposed to be celebrated, or celebratory. But today is the ninth. Today it has makes it 9 years on the date of the death of Trayvon Martin. So just young King, just want to say,
Wow.
Throw my hoodie
rest in
on.
peace. Just want to say rest in peace, King. Each
How
and
old
every
he been?
day.
How old Trayvon would have been like 25 today, 26?
About I think 26, 27, somewhere around there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So um, every
Peace
single
to a
day,
young king.
every single day, we try to get justice for you. And one day George Zimmerman is gonna. I hate wishing terrible things on people
Yeah, we
because that's
just
not
got
who I
little
am. But
Boozy.
he's a terrible human being,
Beat him up, man. Just let little Boozy beat him up.
and karma's gonna get that man back. Karma's gonna get that man back.
Yo, honestly, bro, I'm starting to not believe in karma because people be saying, karma's gonna get you, and some people outlive karma. Like they just
Yo,
die.
dead ass.
So it's like I always say, you just gonna get yours. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but you're gonna die one day. I'm not gonna say like, karma's gonna get you. You're gonna die.
By the way, Trayvon would have been 27, February 5th. So he died just a few weeks after his birthday.
That's insane.
That's
It's
fucking
insane,
trash.
bro. 21 days
That's
after his
trash.
birthday.
That's the thing about that. That literally happened like it's not even more than 10 years.
It'll be 10 years next year. Yep.
Yeah, like that is still recent, and it's like it's like Mike Brown lost his life.
2 years after.
Yeah, Eric Garner lost his life. I think a year after or 2 years after.
After Mike Brown, I think wasn't it the same summer?
Bro, like the timeline of like black men getting assassinated in general public by the police is insane. I still remember the day when the Oscar Grant situation. Like, I was in high school when that happened. I remember that broke the world news, not just like American news. That broke world news because like that was like the first time like you seen a man got shot
on camera
in a transit area. That's the crazy part about it. And like I just remember that happening. Like I was young and naive because I'm like, police really kill people. Like I thought like the job was protect and serve, and then like you start getting stop and frisk in like high school and shit, and then you realize like, yo, this shit is fucking nuts. Like I can't believe this is actually happening to me. Like people get paid to protect me, but I don't think they want to protect me. But yeah, man.
So the next topic that we have here, we have a little segment that we just started 2 episodes ago called Slander Hours, and this we're coming for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I don't know how to say his.
Nah,
you don't even give a fuck anymore. We're coming for your head top, bro. Let me just play this real quick. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio as well. Hold on. I'm just gonna play the clip. If not, we'll just tell you what he said. Can y'all hear that?
I'm trying.
No.
I mean, I'd just rather just read that.
All right, just read it. Just read it then.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna find it because I think I sent it to you yesterday. Hold on, I found it. All right, so this man, who is a world-renowned guy from Sweden. I just want to put this in point.
Yo, amazing soccer player.
Amazing soccer player.
Amazing soccer player.
One of the best soccer players of the last 25 years. One of the best. This man said, LeBron is phenomenal at what he does, at what he's doing. But I don't like with people with some kind of status and they do politics at the same time as what they're doing. I mean, do what you're good at. This is the first mistake people do when they become famous and become a certain status. They stay out of it. Just do what you're best at because it doesn't look good. All right, hold on. First of all, this man is from Sweden, right? If anyone knows what goes on in Sweden, they don't have freedom of speech. So I don't think he understands how this shit goes. And when the first time I saw this man did this, right? My natural reaction was like, oh, like, you know, like maybe it's just like the interview was spin wrong. But then I started reading other like headlines and shit, and like everyone kept posting the same shit. And you know, like once the Big Brother find it, which is ESPN, like that's the big newscast. Like I literally just thought of like, why say this now when you're not even in America? Like you don't know the day in and day out as an American. Like it's bad enough your country, like you can't even say anything to anyone in your country. The reason why America is what it is because it's a natural right. It's a natural right for you to speak how you feel and express how you feel. And this motherfucker is the prime example why like Europeans when they can like you're like soccer players, like they're famous outside of America. But when they come to America, nobody gives a fuck about them. That's why they take vacations and nobody cares. Because the first thing that after I read this shit, like for 10 minutes straight, this was playing in my head. Literally, this was the clip that was in my head.
I'm black. You're white. You don't know about what goes on in black culture. Why is your white ass in my black business? You get what I'm saying? You're white. Why don't you go watch CNN or some shit?
I'm throwing the whole tech at him.
Cause
That's
bro,
hilarious.
like I get it. I get it. Like I get it. Like I get it. LeBron, it's a big deal, and like LeBron is also like a big guy, and like he voiced his opinion, and people make fun of him not spelling good and shit. I get that. That's cool, but if you don't live here, you can't tell anyone what to do, especially when you don't even have the rights in your hometown to do that. I understand if like you was here and you was doing that, I get it. You can tell LeBron shut up, but like if y'all can't even voice your opinion in Sweden, fuck you talking about people over here. It's like shut up. Like you don't see nobody tell you yo, why the fuck are you talking about this guy? Stick to fucking kicking the ball. Like, but you know, motherfuckers like talking about shit they don't know about. And like this is why Americans are rude to fucking Europeans, because they don't know shit. Like they just need to shut the fuck up sometimes and just sit in a corner and fucking play with fucking My Little Ponies or some dumb shit. I just hate son. I'm not even mad that like I get it. Like sometimes you athletes do need to stay out of politics, but don't tell a black man what to do when you don't even know you will never experience a black man struggle. So yeah, that's what got me more mad. I was more mad of a black man.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'll let y'all go, and I'll go last.
Let me tell y'all a story. So, in the 6th grade, I had this teacher named Miss Pescador Martinez, and when people would assume things, she'd take the word assume, right? She'd write it on the board, big letters, ASSUME. So she would circle the ass part. So she's like, when you assume, you circle, you make an ass out of yourself. You make an ass out of you and me. You know why? Because you're assuming things. My fault, yeah.
Somebody got a booty call.
So my bad, I got a call. But yeah, nah, that was my cousin. My bad. So he would write the word assume on the wall, on the board, and she would say you're making an ass out of you and me when you would sue something, right? So when it comes to this guy, how do you pronounce his name? Zlatan?
Yeah, Zlatan.
Yeah. So personally, if you don't know something, stop assuming, brother. Do your research. Talk to who you need to speak to, because you're making an ass out of yourself. There's no other way for me to describe it, because I understand where he's coming from, and I don't want to take away his opinion from him. You know, he's entitled to what he wants to say. Yeah, you're not taking his opinion away from him, but brother, like he's got some serious American history work to do, because he's tripping, bro. He's tripping.
Yeah, yo, 100%. Like, what can I say, yo? If it's not LeBron, then who, bro? Like, people are just not gonna stay quiet anymore. And so when you're telling LeBron to stay quiet, you're pretty much telling everybody who's a professional athlete, everyone with a name, to just stay quiet, and that's a problem in itself. So you speak up, you sound trash, but these people are gonna speak up and talk about what's going on.
Look at the shut up and dribble initiative. Look at that.
This is basically what he did, bro. He just told him to shut up and dribble.
Like, how do we look? How do we look if we were to come to him and be like, just kick the ball around? Would he like that? I don't think
Now
so.
he will do that because you gotta remember, Europeans are very obedient. Like you tell them niggas like, yo, bring me bring me a peppermint, they will bring that shit to you. So.
I'm fucking weak.
It's only true, man. And I think he's like a little hurt because like we Donald Trump got ASAP Rocky out of the Swedish jail.
I'm fucking weak. But Zlatan is, I love when he jokes around with people and
he's
and he actually goes on players' faces and tells like, yo, I'm better than you, right? Because 95% of the time he actually is. He's one of the top football players in the world. If you know, you know. But one, you only lived in this country for a certain amount of time because you came to play for the Galaxy, because you were bored playing in Europe. You don't understand what it is to be black. You don't understand the black struggle. You don't understand what it is to be a person of color living in America. So for you to tell a black man who, before he became who he was, experienced these things, and obviously he is more famous now, and he may not experience things on the level that he used to because of his status at this moment in his life, doesn't mean he doesn't deal with racism still to this day. So you can't tell a man to not speak about racism. You can't tell the black man to not speak about the conditions that black people live in and the struggles that they have every single day. So Zlatan, fuck you, suck a dick, get out of black people's business.
Shit.
Go suck your mother!
Shit. If you wasn't gonna play, I was gonna say it. Go suck your mama. But yeah.
Suck your mother.
But yeah, man. Stay the fuck out of black people's business, man. Like that. I'll leave it at that. Because we're having a peaceful podcast today. We're cool, we're chill. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Choose violence. Do it.
Nah,
not today, bro. Not today.
Yeah, I'm not tired, Miguel. Like these last 2 weeks, I've been running a little energy with this shit. But yeah, what did you guys pick up this week? Or do you guys hit anything?
Yo, hoping tomorrow.
De lo mío.
De lo míos.
De lo mío.
Yeah.
Dímelo, de lo mío. Que lo que, yo.
Like when the De lo mío when the Air Forces came out, the De lo mío.
Remember, there was
what?
There was two different releases because he's looking at him. There was an early release, and then there was the actual release that got canceled because of COVID. So Miguel got a pair from the early release, but he got them on StockX.
It was just,
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me tell you the story about this. So, y'all remember when we first got into COVID and StockX was like, yo, post your fits from home, this, that, and the third. So I was doing that like every day.
StockX?
Nah, so it was StockX.
So because Nike was making people do that, and I was like firing girls DM that was actually fired, and I was creeping in them.
Yo.
Do what you do, King. I stand you for real. But what's it called? They were doing this thing called like a drip from home check or like something like that. So I was doing it for like a week straight, and next thing you know, they were like, "Yo, we see you. Like you've been grinding this, that, and the third." And then they sent me a whole $100 like code, and guess what I did? I bought these, bro.
They say $100 code, and that $100 code is literally the taxes you got to pay on that shoe that you bought.
I ain't give a fuck. I wanted these, bro. I said,
He got the shoes tax free.
StockX is a bunch of criminals.
For $193, bro, and they come out for like $180, I think, these shoes. So, yo, where the money reside, I was lit, bro.
That's fire.
What about you, Brian? Just the De lo míos you trying to get?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really wanted too many things. I mean, there's a lot of dope stuff that has come out this year, but I've like really narrowed it down to a couple. I wanted the Salehi Bembori Antas.
Give the rent.
He scammed the community, so we're gonna move forward from that. Neutral grays could not get the neutral grays. Yo, now that I'm on big screen, Salehi Benbori, what are you doing, bro? If you say they're gonna drop at 10, why do they drop at 9? We trying to figure this out, man. You scamming the community. But anyways, neutral gray ones, took an L on that, and then hopefully De La Mios tomorrow.
Good luck, bro.
We'll see.
That's what about you, my good brother?
You know, trying to get De La Mios as well. I mean, last week I already told y'all. Got the dunks, waiting for them to. They should be shipping out in the next few days, actually. Finally got my one. Yo, Mo, fuck you, because I know why you're laughing. You know, finally got my Preem Tees, Water Pistol.
Fuck you, I didn't get shit.
Prodigy. I wore my Raphael tee today, so I can't really show it.
Oh, you got your cease and desist shirt?
Right here, baby. Yo, literally the moment Rob said it, I bought the tee.
Cease
The
and
moment he
desist.
said it. So
Yo, so they hit him with the cease and desist?
we're waiting for it.
Yeah,
The moment that goes
I
out,
gotta
I'm
buy
selling
that
this
shit.
t-shirt.
I gotta buy that.
Yo,
I gotta
You gotta go buy it now.
you should have went to Supreme today, bro, because it's still there.
You can go there tomorrow.
I'll go tomorrow.
Go tomorrow, bro.
I bet.
Go tomorrow.
Hold on, let me put
Yeah,
that.
that's my. Oh God.
I got a couple more pickups if y'all want to see them. I got probably
All right. Talk about
You know
Oh.
what? Let's go to Miguel, man, because
All right. Miguel.
So
I'm gonna go.
I got these for Edsel. When I first met him,
In real time, right?
Yep.
Yo,
Real
Miguel, I'll
time,
let you
in real
know when I
time.
first met Edsel, he didn't want to talk to me.
don't do
What?
that. Don't do that. That's not true. That's
Yo,
not true. Do not do that.
yo. So I got the Silver Snakes.
Good shit.
Yeah, this is like a Code JP release from 2001, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the Code JP wasn't 3M, but yeah.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay. Copy. But yeah, I feel like this shoe was really well done. I like the 3M on it. I feel like it's not gonna crack like the 2001 pair. Like I've seen pictures of it when it came out. That stuff starts to crack. But I got these. I got my Grails and the Griffies that I showed y'all before. What else do I have here? And then I got these two Air Max ones that later on I feel like they're gonna go up in value. I got the Sage Green, the mini swoosh pack. They're all leather, and then I got the Mystic Dates pair too.
Clean.
Yes, sir. Good cop.
That's it?
Yes, sir. That's it. I mean, unless y'all want me to show y'all some staple heat. Besides
No,
that,
I got you. I'm gonna go last now.
copy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start off. I got my Stella Palace stash can. I don't want to say trash can, but I'm like big on accessories now. So like,
Yo, he's being mad
accessories is
modest
definitely
right
my
now.
thing.
He's being super modest because I
feel
know.
it.
Now I'm like dead big on like accessories now. Like as older I get, like I
Bro,
want to
just unbox.
Yo, hold
Just
on, bro.
unbox
Like
it already,
everything
bro.
takes time, bro. Everything takes time. Like you don't make a diamond don't come out like fresh, bro. You gotta like build it up. I also got like the Palace umbrella. Probably never gonna use this shit, but you know.
You better use that shit tomorrow. It's gonna rain.
I got another umbrella. I don't gotta use that. I don't gotta use this. Also, you know, I got these beautiful Jordan 6s. Shout out to my homie Jason. He held it down for real. These beautiful bad boys, you know. The beautiful.
Wow. I didn't even get a picture.
I had these.
You didn't even send me a picture.
08 when it came out in the countdown packet. These shits don't
what a
even look
friend.
like. It don't even look like it has like the little
Supposed to be my
defect.
brother, and you didn't even send me a picture of these.
Wow.
Nigga, I just got it today. Like literally, why you think I came home late?
Wow.
And
They didn't
All
even
right,
give me a warning about it.
yesterday in the group chat, I sent Edsel and some of the homies a photo. It was something simple. I just want to shout out like my two closest friends out west, Gene and Chris. They held it down for me. They got me these shits.
Look at the tag. VIP.
Post-it note boys.
The UNLV dunk lows. I wish they came in the
Get my
gold
shits done
box
next
that they
week.
came out in 05 in the Be True to School pack, but I can't have it all. I'm just happy that I got it for what I got it for, and I want to thank them. They're probably the reason why like I'm still like get like into collecting sneakers because I was speaking to my boy Chris today and I was telling him like, yo, I was literally thinking about like quitting this sneaker shit like probably like the end of last year when I went to LA because I was like, I don't think I really need sneakers. But then it's like he was telling me that like, yo, you can't as someone that like likes sneakers and love what sneakers about, I don't think I could ever quit. And like I realized that today, like when I was helping this little 14-year-old kid at my job about I was explaining to him the difference between fucking Spizikes and Dub Zeros, and that's when I realized like I don't think I could ever quit liking sneakers anymore. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm happy that like that Miguel and Bryan is here because I think this I don't think this moment would have been more magical with these two lovely gentlemen here that with rich history of sneakers and love for streetwear culture. So thank you guys for being here so much, and you guys are the best. I congratulate you guys. It was great to finally see you guys, not in person, but see you guys face to face.
See your faces.
See your faces. And you guys keep. I love that clubhouse room you guys have. The name is very something I would do. Like I would say a random thing, but don't talk about the topic of it, what it is. Like for instance, this show is called Over the Food Podcast, but
we never talk.
There's not one episode where me and Edsel ever mention anything about turkey bacon or anything. So
we have eaten food in the podcast, but we've never.
Yeah, we did. But it's like I just love what you guys do in Clubhouse. I just be like in my own little world, like looking for ideas for this show and just like trying to like get better as a human being. But I'm proud of both of you guys on this.
Appreciate you,
and I hope you guys are always welcome to come to the show. I don't have to ask you guys. You guys can always say like, yo, I want to come in the pod. Even if it's for like 10 minutes, you guys can always come. Like
the door's always open.
Yeah, the door's always open. Like the more the merrier. We're always recording. So
yep.
Yo, that means the world to me, bro. I appreciate.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like even you guys wanting to have me on. I mean, it's humbling and the fact that you like notice what I do, what my boys do, and what Miguel does. I mean, you know, I haven't known you guys that long, but you know, for some weird reason, it feels like I've known y'all for mad long, and so you know, it's
I only know
real, bro.
For 2 weeks.
Huh?
I only know Edsel for like 2 weeks. Me and Edsel not that cool.
Yeah, I figured.
Y'all fuck this nigga. You send him to the goo.
It's not Clubhouse. You can't end the room, nigga.
Yo, you get the broadcast right now.
To the goo.
Yeah, you can't gulag me.
Nah, but you know, just reiterating from what Mo was saying, you know, Miguel, like I always tell you, man, you remind me a lot of myself when I was your age, you know, just the enthusiasm.
You're 36, bro, relax.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my God.
36.
You know, just the hunger and passion that you have is something that I've kind of lost, but seeing it in you has kind of, you know, put a battery on my back. And, you know, I don't want you to lose that. So, you know, each and every day that I can, and like I can, you know, just push you to do better, I'm going to try, bro. You know, even on my down days, you know, you make me super proud every single time you reach out to a person that works at a brand you want to involve yourself with. Anytime that they reach out to you, you know, just, bro, a smile from ear to ear. You don't understand, bro. And Bryan, you know, you being so knowledgeable about shoes and you being so immersed in it, you know, is you know, you being an encyclopedia is Bryan, always what I wanted to be.
Basically, you know what I saw on Bryan's Instagram is like he's a natural.
Bro, he does this, bro. Like he really does this.
Those 180s were definitely like I was like trust me, like I seen all the dunks that Bryan showed, but like I'm not saying they didn't wow me, but like 180s is a shoe that like no one cares about. Mm-hmm. Like someone
unless there is CDG.
Word.
But yeah, bro, like you being an encyclopedia, you know, I know shit, but I wish I could know half the shit you know. You know what I mean? So, and then you and your boys at Goody Two Shoes, you know, what you guys got is something special. And, you know, you guys don't care whether you have 1 viewer, 10 viewers, 100 million viewers. You guys are true to yourselves. You know, you guys have kept it going, and I'm super proud of y'all. You know, always gonna tune in. Never gonna stop supporting, and you know, just keep rocking out there, man. And what you got, I feel like you guys being in Vegas is the perfect setting for that. You know, as popular as sneakers are getting over there, you guys are still in the lane that you guys can, you know, dig and you know, plant a seed there. So, you know, shouts out to y'all, man. For real.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Like that means the world to me. For real.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Y'all keep on
firstly,
doing your thing. Y'all
I
definitely.
just, I just wanted to say, like, yo, like, samurai bow for real. Like, I appreciate y'all taking me under your wing. Like, you know, I'm always like on the hunt to learn as much as I can. I mean, Jade gave me the nickname Johnny Quest, and I really like it because it's like, bro, I'm down for whatever, bro. Like, I'm really like, my mom, I would say, is like my biggest inspiration because it's like she really doesn't understand how sneakers work, and I really want to explain to her how it works because, like, you know, where we come
They're
from,
never
like,
gonna
us people,
understand.
it's hard because it's like where we come
Yo,
from. They
let's
don't.
think about this. Yo, partner, we're gonna probably be the first generation, like us. We're probably gonna be the first true generation that was raised on sneakers, and we're gonna be able to pass that down to our kids.
Facts.
Like I think about that so much because like my dad, for him, the it shoe to him is Wallabies, the regular Clarks and Puma. Like my
Them
dad,
shit is fire, though.
Your dad might as well been Jamaican.
nah, but that's the thing. That's like why, like in the West Indian culture,
Yeah,
like
so what's Indian thing?
like Jamaicans get the most like praise for Puma, but like everyone wears Puma. It's the most accessible shoe to get. I think they were like one of the first shoes to actually come to like the islands and try to like endorse teams. Them and Adidas, I give them that. Yeah, man, you guys are definitely. And yo, Edsel, I want to do this because we haven't did this in a while, and like it I like we don't really get like hung up on the numbers and shit, but like I literally just checked this shit like literally like 10 seconds ago. I just want to like shout out these like areas. I want to shout out to like all the people in Ireland, Senegal, Ecuador, India, the UK, Canada, Italy, Mexico, Vladimir Putin in Russia. Shout out to you. Colombia, the Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Australia, Turkey, Japan, Kenya, Chile, Malaysia, Denmark, DR. I know we got a lot of fans out there because of Edsel. And all y'all. Tobago because that's Edsel's cousin. And Poland. I never thought like I would have like anyone outside of the New York region would actually care about what I have to like say, and like that shit means a lot to me more than anything. Like I like the fact that like people actually tune into this. Like when I used to start this show, like when I used to do like the old codes, I used to say I don't care if it's one listen, one viewer, like whatever. Like I just appreciate that. Like even if you listen 10 seconds, I appreciate you even for pressing that play button. So like seeing people from all over the world listen to it now, and there's a large number too, which is like I never would have thought in a million years I would never thought this would happen. In a million years, I never even thought I would have like a podcast. So yeah, I want to shout out to the listeners and shout out to the viewers because
I just want to say, we were originally putting all of our video content on Mo's YouTube. And then I suggested, hey, let's just have a singular YouTube for the podcast. And within a week and a half, our last video, out of nowhere, 150 views. And, that meant a lot to me. Because just like Mo said, whether it's 1, whether it's 10, whether it's 100,000, just the fact that people want to listen to what we say and people stick around to listen to what we say means a lot. And I just want to give a quick shout out to our Kicking Through Pages family, because you guys have, every week that, since you guys know that I do a podcast with Mo every week, every Sunday, you guys hit me up. It's like, yo, the episode was great. Miguel and Brian, you guys sent me pictures of you guys watching it on your TVs. and that means a
Wow,
lot.
that's dope.
So, thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of the viewers and you guys especially, and through the KTP family for, embracing what I do and what Mo does as well, and supporting, because you guys don't have to, but you guys do it full-fledged, and you guys share, you guys let people know that, other people have content going on. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all love, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Any final words before we?
Oh, wait, we got to give the shout-outs.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we were in the shout-out section.
Yeah, we were
but
in the shout-outs.
If you two have shout-outs, go ahead.
Brian, you could go, bro.
Yeah, shout out to my guys back there, Aaron and Carlos, the guys I do the
Shout out
show
those
with.
guys. Shout out Aaron and Carlos.
That's a fact, bro. The show would be nothing without them, yo. Like, for real,
That's
for
how I
real.
feel about Edsel, but you don't believe it.
Yo, nah, like
I'm
for
too
real,
honest.
bro. Definitely. But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to my mom. Yo, shout out to my dad too. I know we got a weird relationship, but he's been making an effort. It's been kind of cool to see. So shouts out to
That's
him.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out to KTP family as well, for sure.
Yo, Edsel,
Same.
before we head out of this, next month, well, when this episode will be aired, it'll be the last day of Black History Month. But in March, it's gonna be Women's History Month, and I just want to say, like, we're looking forward to bringing like a female perspective on the show.
Just know I already started working on it,
and like I'm really excited for this month. Like, this is probably one of the most interesting month for me because the simple fact of it's probably going to be the first time ever in this show that I was able to work at least to put out 2 episodes per month, like due to the glory of just staying consistent. And I'm really looking forward to this month because as much as we love to highlight Black History Month, I feel like Women's History Month is Women's History Month should be as important to me as Black History Month because it's a lot of women get overshadowed a lot, and we don't acknowledge that because the simple fact because the way how some people were raised, generations before us was raised, women never really have a voice. And what I love now is that women are taking back the reins of them being independent and them having a voice and the things we like streetwear, art, movies, and all that. So it's I'm looking forward to doing all the episodes next month, and I can't wait.
That's gonna be fire.
It's a movie, bro. Facts.
Yeah, you got anything to say, Edsel?
It's weird. Yeah, man. Just like Mo said, I can't wait for Women's History Month to start. I already started working on who I want to bring. Our first episode for Women's History Month, I would like to have 2 women on the episode.
Sure.
But I'll try my best to see who I get. But I have worked on it, and yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to thank you, gentlemen. This is the Old Food Podcast. Yo, Dream Doll, holler at me. I'm out.
Yo, Chloe Bailey, I'm trying to see what that ass do. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yo, peace, y'all. Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here.
Thank y'all, yo,
Love
for
you
real.
guys.
Appreciate y'all.
You're about
Thank
to
you,
get it
thank you.
popping.
Miguel, shouts out to you, bro.
So,
Yeah,
Edsel,
shouts out to
shouts
you,
out,
bro.
bro.
I gotta go to sleep for work.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Meg the Stanley hit me up. Party don't do what I do.
Peace.